At her best speed the Dragon advanced up the river to meet her foes. The Danes gave a shout of alarm as the vessel advanced to meet them, with the waters surging in a white wave from her bows, and the greater part of them hurried towards one bank or the other to escape the shock. Some, slower in movement or stouter in heart, awaited the attack, while from all a storm of missiles was pouring upon the advancing boat. Heedless of these, she continued her way. Her sharp bow crashed right through the side of the Danish boats, and having destroyed 7 of them on her way, she passed through the flotilla and continued her course. The Dragon waved triumphantly from her mast as she passed under the walls of Yarmouth. These were crowded with Danes who vainly showered arrows and javelins as she flew past, with the fleets of galleys rowing in her wake. A few minutes and she was out on the broad sheet of water beyond. The Danish galleys paused at the entrance in so wild a storm they would have had difficulty in keeping their boats straight, while the great galley with her sails and oars would be able to maneuver freely, and could strike and run them down one by one. "What is that pile of buildings on the rising knoll of ground some 3 miles away?" Edmund asked. "That's Bamborough Castle," Egbert replied, "a Roman stronghold of immense strength." "Let us run up thither," Edmund said. "If, as is likely enough, it is unoccupied, we will land there and take possession. Are the walls complete?" "Assuredly they are," Egbert said. "They are of marvellous strength, such as we cannot build in our days. They run in a great semicircle from the edge of the water round the crest of the knoll and down again to the water. There is but one gateway in the wall on the land side, and this we can block up. We need not fear an attack from the land, for between the river and the castle there are wide swamps, so that unless they row up and attack us from the water we are safe." "I think they will not do that," Edmund said, "after the taste which the Dragon has given them of her quality. At any rate I think we are safe till the storm abates." By this time, running rapidly before the wind, the Dragon was approaching the great Roman fort, whose massive walls struck Edmund with astonishment. No one was to be seen moving about in the space enclosed by them. The sail was lowered and the vessel brought to the bank. The anchors were taken ashore, and she was soon solidly moored. Then the crew leapt on to the land and ascended the bank to the great level enclosure. The walls were, as Egbert had said, intact, and indeed, except on the side facing the river, remained almost unbroken to the present day. An hour's labour sufficed to block the gateway, where a pair of massive doors were in position, for the place had been defended by the Saxons against the Danes at their first landing on the coast. A few men were placed as sentries on the walls, and, feeling now perfectly safe from any attack on the land side, Edmund and his followers returned on board the Dragon for the night. End of Chapter 7. Recording by Mike Harris.